Good morning, I'm Richard Hall, this is the Gentleman Ultras paper review and we're back to just take a quick look over today's papers because football is starting up again. We've got the Coppa Italia coming up soon and then Serie returns, albeit behind closed doors, but at least the season will finish. So what have we got in today's papers? Now interestingly, the first story that comes up is all about Dybala, and Dybala here saying that he looks like he's going to sign a new renewal at Juventus. Now the the Argentine has said here that this could be a bumper deal, should we say, worth almost 15 million euros, saying in Gazette that they wanted to sell me, but now look at where I am. That's interesting because it just slightly differs from Tuttosport, who said that it's nearly done, nearly decided, and that he said, look, you know, there is an option to go and play with Messi at Barcelona, but I already play with Cristiano Ronaldo and Buffon, so what's the point? And it is a good point because Dybala has struggled to find his place at times at Juventus, and now seems to be fitting and finding a role where he can play alongside players like obviously Cristiano, who came and sort of didn't steal his thunder, but took it out that he was a special player. But now this new renewal looks like they're going to focus around Dybala for the future, and he'll be the focal point. So he gets that sort of credit that he just thinks he deserves, and also quite a bit of, I nearly said lira, quite a few euros instead. So quick story here, a nice couple of stories also in Tuttosport. So Monza, it's Galliani and Berlusconi are back in Serie B. They're coming for Serie A. It's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. They said they're not the third Milan club. They are Monza. They are different. And Berlusconi's going to put some money behind it. Galliani's going to go and sign up a load of players who we've probably seen before. And they're going to come back to Serie A. Well, I hope so anyway. You can tell probably by my expression there. I think that'd be fantastic to see the likes of Monza and going to San Siro and pitting their wits against Milan next season. What an awesome thing that would be. Also as well, we've got here, I think it's in Corriere dello Sport, yes it is, Balotelli, you have to go back home. Well, Cellino, everyone knows about Cellino, president of Brescia, has been quite vocal in the fact that he has sacked Mario Balotelli. Balotelli saying that he didn't want to come back to training, using coronavirus as somewhat of an excuse, but also saying that his time in Brescia is done. Now, great scenes in some respects for comedy value the other day, where Balotelli turns up to training, mask on, and the security staff pretty much say, no, time to go away. Ciao, ciao, Mario. So, where's he going to go? He's been sacked. So, does that mean he's a free agent? I presume he is. So, lots of clubs, especially the MLS clubs, now looking for Mario Balotelli. A small link here with West Ham as well, but it looks as though his future is out of Italy because who's going to take a chance in there? That was his homecoming. He's had many chances in the past. He's fallen out with most clubs, really, he's been at. Probably his most successful spell still at OGC Nice, but you know, the gym, as they called over there in France, even then he fell out with the owners and came back to Italy for what was supposed to be the perfect surroundings, close to his mother in Brescia, playing for his hometown club. Even now that didn't work out. So what else? Obviously the Coppa Italia, as I mentioned before, semi-finals are coming up. The Corriere dello Sport here, if I can just grab this, talks of the fact of Insigne versus Lautaro Martinez, just down at the bottom there, saying that's going to be a direct shootout. Obviously Lautaro Martinez has been in the papers constantly all of this summit, irrespective of coronavirus or no coronavirus, because of his impending move to Barcelona. But today, this is the thing, it says the final battle, interesting that they call it a final battle, that this is the one that's going to decide Saturday's second leg. Also in Corriere dello Sport, and obviously relevant to Roma fans, or fans of Giollo Rossi here, all about Zaniolo, and it says here, Zaniolo worth his weight in goal, now Roma tremble. Why is that, they say? Because it looks as though there's lots of bids going to come in for him. Very talented midfielder, who enter incredibly let off their books, and has been brilliant at Roma. And now they're saying he's probably the most valuable Italian in the league at the moment, in excess of 70 million euros. So watch his space because of the likes of Real Madrid, many of the Premier League clubs, and also Juventus has been linked with him here. So what else have we got in Gazzetta? It also talks here about Marcello Lippi, a small column here, just talking about his opinion on the coaches at the moment, of the Italian coaches, should we say, in Italy, or how he rates them. And he certainly says that Antonio Conte, he thinks he's top. He said they're very similar to me. Already great players, are exemplary, and then gone on to become great coaches, modest. And then also, he says Gennaro Gattuso also, he thinks to be a great coach in Serie A. The second one interesting because he has really divided opinion both at Milan and Napoli. Many people disregard Gennaro for assuming, I think, that his style and brand of football won't be good enough, almost fit exactly how he was as a player, sort of all blood and thunder. But yeah, he has shown at Milan that he can really coach, and also times at Napoli. But there are also elements to suggest that he's far from the finished article. So that's the papers today. We'll be back very, very soon, and thank you for joining us on Gentleman Illustrated Paper Review.